Hello everybody, welcome back. What's this, episode 4?
Yep.
I think so. And today we're...
Attack of the Pitch Shifts.
Yeah. Episode 4. So we're going to be looking...
The Pitchfork Menace. Sorry.
I've got no Ricochet Star Wars puns that I can think of right now. But yeah, so we're comparing two popular pitch shifting compact pedals. So we've got the Electro Harmonix Pitch Shifter on our left, and on our right the Digitech Ricochet, which is it's basically like a whammy, isn't it? Essentially, but condensed into a compact pedal. I own the whammy. Phil owns the Pitchfork.
I do.
We're both probably quite biased in favouring one over the other, but
I think as we're going to see, it is a there's not a massive amount of advantages one way or the other, but they are just different in different ways, and they have a different set of advantages, and disadvantages, which we'll look at.
Yeah. So we're going to be looking at that. So shall we get into some tones?
TOANS.
Z.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to look at the Ricochet first, aren't we? So you can have it in like an always on, or not always on. I mean, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so what you've got there is you've got the both octaves, but it's kind of in favour of the upper octave, if that makes sense.
Okay.
If I flick this switch here, you'll get it more in favour of like the lower octave.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool mode. I quite like that, as it almost like emulates a 12-string.
Yeah.
And the tracking on it is pretty good as well.
So the first thing I'm noticing in between the two pedals is that there seems to be more stuff to control on the Ricochet. So you've got the concentric dual knob at the top there.
Yeah.
So what does that do? What's the inner knob and the outer knob do?
So those are your ballistics controls.
Oh.
They get more useful once we sort of get more into the sort of single octave.
Right.
Sort of realms. So it's so basically it controls how quickly and how slowly it ramps up or down as you switch it on. So,
okay.
I should start with them both set right over to the left, and it's like immediate.
Okay. Let me just play.
Just play clean.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's low.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it sounds great if we put some drive on as well.
Oh yeah, go on.
And then if we sort of mess with these a little bit more, so sort of turn the middle one right over,
Oh,
it's gone right. So you'll notice now when it comes on.
Yeah.
It's a very, very slow descent.
Okay.
And then if I turn the other one...
Is that the slowest it can go?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I turn the
Not
other
that
one...
I'd want it to be slower, but just, wondering.
Then if I turn the other one right the way over... It does exactly the same thing, but in reverse.
That would sound really cool if I had some kind of a sustainer, or if I had the super ego or something droning behind it, and then that after it.
But if you
that would just sound amazing.
Yeah.
If you had something constant that you could just slowly ramp up or slowly ramp down.
But if you set them kind of both in the middle-ish, and then put it into the latch mode.
Yeah.
Oh, except that wasn't the latch mode.
So is that
That's the upper octave.
So hang on. So is that so you're controlling the speed of the ramping up and the ramping down?
Yes.
So does that mean you can have a really, really slow up and then a really fast down?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
been a long time since I've actually looked closely at this pedal.
So just play something.
That's really useful.
It is, because you can sort of set it to almost act like a sort of a whammy bar.
Yeah, that's a really cool
so if you just
amount of
play
control
something now.
to have. So if you didn't have a vibrato on your guitar, you could achieve that effect.
Yeah. Do you want to try some of the other octaves?
Yeah.
So the next setting along.
I'm tempted to just carry on with that because it sounds awesome.
Let's just bring this right away. There we go.
What's this now?
So this is the next one down. I'm not sure which one it is.
Okay, let's. Worth mentioning, we have got a rat on.
Oh yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
This is not all coming from the Ricochet. Like, man, there's a lot of gain coming from that pedal.
I might hear it a little bit better without the rat on, actually. Try it.
Oh yes. You're about to pass through the scary door.
Yeah. Next one.
Oh. I haven't played that for a while.
No, there's a bit of...
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do like messing around with like the harmony stuff.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
That's really messing with my head.
Yeah. It's like it's wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
it's like
I shouldn't be hearing that.
Is it something like maybe half an octave or something? I don't really know. Right, so yeah.
Wow, that's bizarre.
Yeah. And then if I sort of mess with these settings a little bit as well. So we're back to normal.
That's
now.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
And then we have right the way across again the upper octaves.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so that's your kind of my iron long kind of tone,
yes.
which I think
you should be playing this guitar for that.
I think we'll probably film a little bit of that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course the whammy was actually the pedal that he used, wasn't it? The original.
Yeah, I'm not going to attempt playing that. It's been a long time since I've attempted it.
But yeah, so that's like the classic sort of like whammy
Well,
sound.
this is interesting. That's kind of segueing into what I was going to say about these two pedals. Well, Ricochet in particular, because it is a whammy engine that's like working away on inside that thing. It's gonna have the same qualities to it as that you kind of hear in all these kind of well-known whammy-based songs, aren't you? Like,
yeah. It's just a little bit more usable. I've found over the last sort of couple of years of having it.
Yeah.
Because the big sort of inconvenience of the original one was that like the button was like just to the right of the sort of the treadle, and so you'd cut if you wanted to have like immediate sort of you had to like press it first and then move your foot over, or try and use both feet at once, which was not easy.
Yeah, he'd need to be sitting down.
So yeah, I've been a lot happier with that, I've got to admit. So yeah, some of the other settings. So what we're on at the minute, like the harmony kind of setting, aren't we? And then if we go across now, we've got. So I think that's the highest it goes.
Okay.
Elevator going up.
That's funny.
So I think that's 2 octaves up, something like that.
Yeah.
And then if we go across again, it's like the 1 octave up, I think.
No, that's
is it not?
that's
No.
a half. Is it
Is
just
it half maybe? Easy. Oh, good grief! Come on, hurry up. Easy way to tell.
That's 1 octave?
Yeah. It was 1 octave. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what happened to it there. But
I think it was just one position back.
Yeah, it's really disconcerting. Yeah.
Put the rat on, or both rats. Yes, he has 2 rats, by the way.
I'm gonna have to turn the volume on this one down a bit.
Whoa!
Yeah. With this amp, it is so loud, like having the 2 rats on. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Wow, that's so much fun.
It is a lot of fun, this pedal. So the next setting along.
That's ace.
Yeah, next one.
Yep.
So yeah, so then the next one I think is another kind of maybe just shifts it a couple of notes one way or the other.
Okay, so for me, who is stupid, you're basically taking it from there to there.
Yeah.
Without having to
Yeah.
do anything without actually having to move your hand.
Yeah.
And then on. Cool.
Haha.
I understand now.
Yeah. So it's a very confusing pedal for dumbasses like us.
Yeah.
Next one along is again a similar kind of thing. So off.
Okay, so that's it's not a semitone, is it? It's a full tone up.
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah. So basically, the octave down version of that would be like
Yeah. The same,
tuning
but
down
the
to
other
like
way.
D standard.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Tuning down a semitone or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
And that's
Sweet.
it. That is it.
Okay.
So the Pitchfork. Let's
So
walk me through
this
it.
is my little baby. I love this thing. So the features we've got on this are the main advantage that I would say. Hello. On the Pitchfork that it has over the Ricochet is a blend knob. So I feel like being able to blend in your clean signal to whatever you've got going on is a huge advantage, and it basically lets you do things like this. Oh, play something without a chord or something. Let's go one octave up and one octave down, blended with that, like 50%.
That's almost like something you'd expect to hear out of a POG, isn't it?
Yes, well, this is essentially the same engine, the same algorithms that are used in the other EHX Electro Harmonix pedals that deal with this kind of pitch shifting.
It sounds very White Stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like your Ricochet would probably sound more like White Stripes because he doesn't use a... Oh no,
he uses a POG.
He does use a POG, but
yeah.
then he also uses a whammy as well, though.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So okay, so he probably uses the POG for like the sounds that he leaves on.
Yeah.
And then the whammy's obviously more like a...
I think he tends to use the whammy more in solos and things like that. And...
okay. Maybe we'll have to experiment with some of that kind of stuff later on. So that's blend about 50%. I can dial it up to more like 75%. So try again. So... It sounds awesome with that.
That is almost like a 12-stringy sort of sound, isn't it? Like,
it's just like a jangly thing, and then the bass.
Should we just try it clean for a second?
Yeah.
With the rat off.
With the rat off, sorry. Yep. So that's Pitchfork off.
I think that would sound really nice in the context of playing in a band. as like, just giving like an extra thickness to like parts that you're playing. Yeah.
So looking back at the Ricochet, am I right in saying that it doesn't do both up and down at the same time?
No, I don't think it does. No.
So that's the advantage that this has over this in that area. So the range only goes up or down on the Ricochet.
Yeah, that is kind of irritating actually.
So having the blend and being able to go octave up and octave down at the same time are massively useful things to have.
Yeah. I like that less.
Yeah, I don't tend to go past one octave in either direction, generally speaking.
No, neither do I really.
But that's only 3 octaves.
Oh dear, I dread to think where. Imagine if I was playing in the upper octave on the guitar as well.
Yeah,
that would sound okay. Oh, it's like dog whistle sort of territory.
Wow,
that's horrible.
And that's up and down. If I just go up.
Oh no, I can't. Oh.
Yeah, let's not stay in that territory too long.
I'm sure someone will find a use for that sound.
Yeah, I'm sure. So the other feature of this pedal is a latch mode. So at the moment we are latched, but if you take that off, we also have a momentary feature. So this is where it starts to kind of match or do a similar thing to the Ricochet.
Yeah.
So if you want to, I'll put the rack back on.
Okay.
It has a different sound to it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's totally different.
It's amazing how different it sounds.
Yeah.
Considering it is supposedly just giving you an octave.
I think it's the Ricochet not having the blend, though. I think
that is true. Actually, yeah. This is a perfect test to do. Let's do a pure octave test. 1 octave up on both.
Okay.
And we will see how they differ, basically.
Okay.
So you just do something.
Yeah, I'll just whittle around. They do sound different, don't
they? I'll take the latch mode off, actually.
That's very odd.
Yeah, it is.
How different they sound.
Okay, let's Pitchfork again. You hear it more in the ramping up and down.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
So
how's the ramping set on the
I've set them both.
Ricochet.
I've set them both
it's like pretty much instantaneous. Like
there is that. Yeah, that's true. So the Pitchfork, if you play on that. Okay, let's just slow that down a little bit. Yeah,
I can still hear that I still think they sound a little bit different.
They do. But I like that though. That's cool.
It's amazing the difference there. I couldn't say that one was better.
No.
they're just different.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a whole lot of difference. I mean, nobody else is going to notice.
No, definitely not.
Ever. But yeah.
I feel like the more you use it though in a song, you probably have more weight. You carry more gravitas.
Yeah.
So you notice it more. I think the more you're using it, like you can kind of tell the difference between, like, say, how Tom Morello uses his whammy compared to how, say, Royal Blood might use a pog, or they do seem to have different sounds.
They do.
The although there's obviously loads of other factors going on there as well. But I don't know. It just they definitely have qualities of their own. Anyway, so I was looking at back to the Pitchfork.
Yeah.
So, by the way, a handy little interesting tip, factoid, whatever, about the Pitchfork. It has an expression pedal, as we were saying, that you can use with an expression pedal via TRS cable, which you can interestingly use to change the speed of the ramp of the momentary. So if you plug the TRS cable in and connect that to a regular expression pedal, you can then use that to set the speed of the ramp.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then when you I don't think you have to press anything else to hold it at that. I think you just, once you get it to the level that you want, when you unplug it, it then will keep that speed on the Pitchfork.
That seems like a lot of faff, to be honest.
It is a bit of a faff compared to like your Ricochet, which can just basically achieve the exact same thing. Not just that, but also the speed of up and the speed of down.
Yeah.
That's the one huge, I think, selling point of the Ricochet, the ability to be able to control that.
Yeah.
So that's very cool.
But it does all just depend what you're looking for, really, doesn't it?
Exactly. So we haven't gotten into all the other in-between pitches on the Pitchfork, but let's do that now.
Okay.
So this is drop D, basically.
You sure?
That's what it says here. It says D.
It sounds the same.
Just play the sixth string. That's weird.
Oh man, I thought I was a dumbass when I was messing with mine. Neither of us know. Neither of us seem to know what either of these pedals actually do. This
is not getting cutting either. This is all staying in.
Yeah. Pair of idiots.
Man, that's so weird. I've never really used it before. It sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, the note there is not changing. Have you got the blend? Something with
the blend's all the way up. So you should be hearing anything like that.
If anything, it sounds like it's kind of like a harmony.
I've turned the blend off like 50%. So.
That's like a chorus.
I know. That's weird.
Is it maybe meant to give the kind of the thicker sound that having a guitar in drop D kind of sounds like, without having to actually do it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because some people do tune the guitars down purely for
that sound.
The sound, don't they? Maybe that's...
Maybe. I don't know. That's bizarre. I've always just looked at that and assumed that takes it down a step. That's weird.
This is what you get when you build pedals packed with features that hardly anyone uses.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay, let's carry on. Let's ignore that.
Yeah.
Next one.
Oh.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
We've heard all these before.
Yeah.
So.
Quite good actually.
Yeah.
That's like That's like going from C to D.
Yeah.
Like,
Turn the blend down. Makes it really weird.
or sort of C to G, I should say. Confused. I don't know what's going on.
So yeah, because you can go up or down. Same with the Ricochet.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah, you're going up in increments in either direction, depending on what setting you're at.
Once you get into this end of the pedal, there's very little difference, really, isn't there?
Yeah, except for the fact that you can blend between the two.
Yes.
So that's the intro.
Or choose the speed that it ramps up and down.
There is that. Yes.
Oh dear me. That kind of reminds me of something.
I was just going to say that. That sounds exactly like something like that. I can't think what.
No, neither can I.
But it sounds exactly like.
It's something kind of dancey, isn't it, maybe? Or
I don't know. Those notes exactly.
yeah, I know. Yeah, and that.
What is that?
I don't, please let us know if anyone can identify.
Play again.
The song which is in both of our heads.
Just play those 3 notes. What is that?
I don't know.
That's gonna bug me all night. Damn it. 4 months from now, we're just going to like randomly hear whatever the song is that's reminding us of. And then we're both just going to be like,
that was it. I'll get a phone call.
I'll call you like 4 in the morning and be like, Ben! I found it!
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't think there's much more to cover on these 2 pedals.
Not really, no.
We've covered all of the basic features.
Yeah.
The one thing we haven't looked at or haven't talked about is the power.
Okay.
So
do you want to sit back up here?
You know what?
So
I might do.
You'll be in shot.
Yeah. Hello, I'm back. The advantage that the Pitchfork has over the Ricochet regarding power is that it works on, I think, somewhere between 35 and 40 milliamps, which is peanuts.
Yeah, that's
It's
nothing.
very, very little, especially for a digital pedal. And the Ricochet, how much is the Ricochet?
I believe it on the box it is printed as like 250, something like that. However, when I tried to hook it up to 250 milliamps, it wasn't enough.
Right.
So, I mean,
it needs more.
The Whammy is like notorious for having sort of strange power demands and issues. So I've had to hook it up to 500 milliamps, and that has covered it.
I should hope so.
Yeah, so I don't actually know how much it requires, but it can be finicky. Right. And also, you know what, as well, there's been a couple of times where it's kind of been a little bit glitchy. Like the one time it just kind of stopped working.
Okay.
Like altogether. I mean, I've had it over a year, and it's been once.
Okay, that's
so it could have been for any reason. I don't know if there was like a sudden drop in the power to the house or something, and it wasn't quite getting enough juice. Or
right.
And then there was another time where one of the LEDs just went out for no.
I noticed that
reason.
earlier.
Yeah, that happens
when
quite
I
a
was
bit,
playing.
actually.
You were playing. I noticed one of the LEDs missed.
Yeah,
dropped.
I don't know quite why that happens. Maybe I'm overpowering it.
it needs like 327 milliamps and anything more or less.
Goodness only knows. I mean, I'm not really that good with working this sort of stuff out. I usually give my board to you to sort of put together.
I remember those days. It's been a while though. You've been like
it's been pretty stable.
You've made your own
for
boards
quite a bit
recently, and they work and look fine.
Well.
So you don't need me anymore.
But so it's odd in that sense.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I mean, I've never had any other issues with it. But if you are pushed for power, then maybe it's not the pedal for you.
I've never had an issue with mine. It's been consistent, reliable all the way since I've owned it, which has been like
ages.
I feel like it's been about 4 years, maybe 5. Who knows?
But yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with either of them, to be honest.
They're both great.
I think they're both great. I prefer the look of the Whammy.
Your Ricochet looks so much better.
The Ricochet,
it definitely looks very
I don't know whether you can actually see it, but it's got a kind of a almost pearlescent sort of red.
It's a very dark.
It's like the light catches it in different ways.
It's a metallic red.
Yeah,
it's
really, really nice.
It's
looking.
cool,
and the LEDs look cool.
I think something that Electro Harmonix has always struggled with, I think, is like the designs of their pedals. They don't always look that amazing.
No,
they either look okay or
they look quite industrial, don't they? I think it's maybe leaving the sides of the pedals unpainted.
Yeah, well, they have at least recently. The Pitchfork is white on the sides at least, but yeah, before, and you haven't got to go back that far. Before, like they were just basically bare metal on the back and sides.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So that basically, I think, covers it. Was there anything else?
Yeah. So I decided before this video to do a bit of research as to sort of like well-known or sort of semi-well-known players who use either of these pedals. I couldn't actually find anyone that well-known that uses the Ricochet.
Okay.
But it is a fairly new pedal on the market. I think it's only been out about 18 months, 2 years, something like that. And a lot of, there's hundreds and hundreds who use the Whammy, the original sort of Whammy.
That's pretty much a
staple. Yeah, there was one or two sort of interesting things that I found out about the Pitchfork. So, what's his name from Royal Blood?
Davis.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Miles Kerr. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Miles Kerr from Royal
names.
Blood uses it on a song called 10 Ton Skeleton.
Okay.
And that's like a momentary sort of thing that he uses.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, shall I? Shall we demo it?
Yeah, let's demo away. I presume you need a full blend for this.
Yeah.
Sounds authentic.
Yeah. The other interesting thing I found, probably for me anyway, the most interesting thing I found out is James Dean Bradfield from the Manic Street Preachers uses one.
Oh, right.
To actually alter the tuning of his guitar mid-song so that he can sort of play open strings and it still be in tune. So
the Pitchfork?
The Pitchfork, yeah. So
okay.
I think it's like down a step or maybe.
Okay.
So it's on a song called International Blue, and it's I think the song itself is actually in sort of F, and then it drops sort of for like a riff that's played on the piano to sort of double that up. Yeah, it goes into sort of that then. But you get the general idea that
it's really clever that you can use it for.
Essentially, it was because he wanted to sort of keep the ring of the open strings sort of rather than
having to fret another
string all up here and yeah.
Fair enough.
Underappreciated guitarist.
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
So yeah, and then obviously the Whammy. There's the My Iron Lung tone, which everyone loves.
I'm gonna go back on the floor for this.
Yeah.
That's ace.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hearing how that sounds with the pitchfork.
So. What? I think that sounds a bit closer to.
Well,
weirdly.
with the Ricochet, it just says octave and dry. It doesn't say what percentage of the octave is being dialed in here. Whereas on this, you've got full control over how much is being used. So at the moment, when you first started, I just left it at 50%. So try again. Again. So I'm backing off the octave a bit more on the pitchfork for that.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
So yeah, I think it sounds a little bit more authentic.
Yeah, so do I actually.
Like you said.
I think I'll use some of this as the intro. Oh, that's amazing.
That's both on.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So there you have it. Oh.
I'm quite comfy down here.
This is going to be the most difficult video to edit, I think, ever.
We are at an hour footage on my phone.
But this is the longest.
Good luck.
This is even longer than the Bit Quest.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But has it been more fun? Is the thing.
I think it has. I don't know how watchable this is going to be.
Oh, I don't care. I've had fun.
This is going to be this is going to be insane. I'm going to have to cut a lot of rubbish out.
This is going to be like a 10-minute video.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have a preference, let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of us.
Please don't.
No.
My tiny heart can't take that kind of truth.
If any of the good people at Digitech or EHX fancy sending us some freebies,
that'd always be appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Purely for science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeing as we have thousands of subscribers already,
totally.
And we are the most watched pedal channel on YouTube. Yeah. What pedal show?
Ah, I'll do you one better. What pedal?
Yeah.
Who pedal show?
Who pedal show? Yeah. We should probably leave it now.
Yeah, sign off.
Yeah, bye-bye, everybody.
Ta-ra, everyone.
Please subscribe.